It's Stephen Solomon, and I will take the car.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Victor, before you hang up, after 5 o'clock today, call that 1-800-405-4222 number, because we need your contact information so we can send you a gift certificate for dinner for two. How about Pans? You can go right up the 405 and get off at La Cienega.
Okay.
50s coffee shop and restaurant that
it's still been written up in both food and architectural magazines. Great place.
It's a lot of fun if you like fried chicken or chicken and wings.
Breakfast.
Or
I love the breakfast
or hamburgers.
there, yeah.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Yeah,
so.
we're on the way. Victor, thank you very much for the call. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. And I'm sure he's going to enjoy Pans.
Okay,
Everybody
for
does.
those of you out there, if you have a question that you want us to try and answer, and it's something you don't want to do on the air, you can call the same number, the 1-800-405-4222. If you want to email us, just email us at legalhelplive. It's one word, legalhelplive@gmail.com. So if you want to email us, legalhelplive@gmail.com. If you want to talk to us off the air, it's 1-800-405-4222. So legalhelplive@gmail.com.
Yep.
And the phone number. And if you have a problem, just call the number and we'll try and get you someplace that we can deal with.
Yes. If we can't answer the question directly, we can at least direct you into the right direction about how to get your problem solved. Steve, do you have any clue as to what the City Council is doing with super graphics in Hollywood?
No.
I know that there was a Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals case.
What's a super
this year.
graphic?
Well, from what I understand, and
what's a super graphic?
From what I understand, it's one of those huge signs that you can see if you're flying a small plane across Los Angeles.
Is the super graphic the side of one of these buildings that's got advertising on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and different kinds of advertising.
I don't have any idea what's going on. The way they
it's very confusing.
The way they spot regulate this, it's okay.
Exactly right.
It's okay where the Lakers are. It's maybe okay or not okay in Westwood. They're trying to ban it in Hollywood. Come on, it just seems fair. If you're going to allow it in one place, you ought to allow it in every place.
Part of the problem is this: I'm taking this from the Los Angeles Times article that appeared on the internet today. The United States Circuit Court of Appeals, our Ninth Circuit, earlier this year, said that the city can ban certain signs on a citywide basis while still allowing them in certain special sign districts. So when you talk about spots in the city of Los Angeles where the signs are allowed and other spots where they're not allowed, the Ninth Circuit said that's okay. But I still don't understand that.
This is the same way that porno shops, topless bars, adult bookstores are done. They do it by zoning. They say if you want to have an adult bookstore, you've got to be 500 feet away from this, that, and they zone it.
But you can't. For what my partner's talking about, the U.S. Supreme Court years and years ago said that there cannot be an outright, complete ban of adult entertainment establishments in a municipal jurisdiction. So that if the municipality enacts an ordinance that says you can't have it within 1,000 feet of a park, within 1,000 feet of another adult, within 500 feet of a gas station, within a church, school, if they make it so restricted that there's nowhere in that city where adult entertainment can be provided, then that violates the Constitution. Are you saying that's similar?
Well, the way they're handling it
as a practical way, I think you're right.
That seems this all gets down to aesthetic zoning. Now, what is offensive to you may not be offensive to me, and vice versa. I mean, you showing up on our TV show without a suit and tie on might be offensive to me, but it may not be offensive to you. But, you go out driving along the street today and you see these gigantic, look like television sets along the roadway.
Oh, the electronic signs.
Yeah, that change. I'm saying to myself, it really doesn't look that bad, but and I really can see what's happening. But
how much power are they using up?
What happens if you're living across the street from it?
Yeah.
And all night long this stuff's going on.
Right.
But
you sleep in 5-second increments.
The courts have allowed zoning restrictions in these areas.
Yes.
You may not agree with it, but that's sort of probably what the law is today.
In the city of Los Angeles, City Council voted this week on Tuesday to ban new super graphic advertisements in Hollywood. They've been fooling around with this for about 10 years now.
Well,
so they're allowing some old ones to stay up, but no new ones?
I
guess that's what they're doing.
Probably the best city government in most cities is to get elected and then have a requirement that there are no meetings. They can do no damage that way.
You're right.
You know,
I've always said that I feel more comfortable when the legislature's not in session.
But even on the local level, why we need city council meetings almost every day of the week, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, there is important city business, and we have a mayor and we have this, but when you get them all together, it's embarrassing to go to some of these city council meetings and nobody's listening. They're all talking around and walking around. Texting.
You remember the...
But, that's not the way in every city. In like cities of Bell, they are stealing.
Lots of meetings.
In cities like Commerce.
Lots of meetings, and everybody's there because they get paid.
Can you imagine in these little cities that they're getting $1,000 to show up for a 1-minute meeting, another $1,000 to show up for another meeting.
Yes.
In 10 minutes, they made $10,000, and they're taxing the hoot out of the people. They're putting in ticket quotas.
It's an amazing mental gymnastics that they go through. I've been to city council meetings, not any of the cities that we're mentioning, but I've been to city council meetings where the mayor will say, we are now adjourning as the something or other city council.
We're now the redevelopment agency.
Exactly. And we are now convening our meeting of the redevelopment agency. Any news in the... No, nothing. Nobody has anything to say. We are now adjourning the redevelopment agency meeting, and we're we're the water board, and it's the same people that's on the city council.
I think this is the exception and not the rule. There are lots of fine elected people in local governments.
Yes.
Many cities, and they serve on lots of boards.
Almost all of them.
And the pay they receive is minimal for the amazing amount of time and work they go into it. But the corruption that we've had in L.A. County is outrageous. And fortunately, we've had a district attorney, Steve Cooley, who has taken upon as to one of his areas of prosecution to go after corrupt public officials, put a lot of them in jail in Compton, Inglewood,
and the Attorney General
Carson,
suing the people in Bell, the council people in Bell civilly.
Attorney General Jerry Brown is now going after him for lots of things that's within his jurisdiction. And so I'm not saying that all public officials are tainted with any of this, but it's a sad commentary on Southern California to see all this going on.
Oh, we got to go. We'll see you next week, everybody. Signing out. Ralph here, Steve there. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.